All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. The end line.
We go tonight, 120, 54.
Stop your whining. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Gilliam, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Goff stepping up. He's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check. Motion. Super 1. Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll try the left side. Gilliam. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Gilliam. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, plant.
Run the mic. Watch one. Get
First carry for Darius Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Geis. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. 56. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Look at me, Zipper. Here, 56 for Mike. 56.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down, Browns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Geis. Breaks a tackle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
On the set. 56. Shake 3. 218. Chop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
56. Mike's 56. I got you. I got you.
Hey, back up.
Mike 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Ready, break.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Set. 70, Indy. Hey, tight. Kill. Now.
Mike 56.
Second and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Switch it. Come on.
Topper.
56. Mike 56 right there, right?
Smooth.
And what's that? And what's the ball? 56 to Mike.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the screen.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First down, Cleveland.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 56.
We own it. 22 jet bomber.
Bang. He's checking.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, Little. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
10-2 soft.
Where's the mic? Watch one.
Leo. Buzz.
Switch.
80 weapon. Hey, Alpha. Speed grip.
On second down, it's Little, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On third down, Gilliam, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 49. Check 49.
Check motion, 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 motion. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now a give, right side. Gilliam.
You got nothing.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Hey, 76. 76.
On 2nd down now, Gilliam. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Switch, switch, switch.
Motion, motion.
On 3rd down, Gilliam. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Show it. Show it.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. Hold on. Check.
Shit.
Back.
They'll run on first down. Gilliam trying to run inside. The Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Schwartz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
We go tonight. 2020. Get that ball. How you want.
On first down, Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Gilliam. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
80.
54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Check 4. Check 4.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. New York Orchid. Bravo. I played the wrong football. Kill.
Back to throw here. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
218, jump.
You know what? Mike 56, Mike.
Hey, team 6.
6. Mike 56, right there, 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot.
It's caught inside the 25. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They stay on the ground. Geis again. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready up. 56, Mike, 56. Topper, Topper.
Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Complete to John Ross. A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
Ready?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Goff. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
We go tonight. 120. Hey, 76. 76.
Goff now looks to throw. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey!
Motion, reset.
80 weapons.
Second and 11. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Gilliam. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
58 to Mike.
At the 16-yard line.
Yo, check 99.
Hell, you won.
Kill. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilliam, big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Jim.
Going out. We're good.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 36-yard line.
Cut. 180.
I'm scared.
On 2nd down, Gilliam. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
12. Super 66.
Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic.
Hardball.
I got you, boy. 58.
Super one. Super one.
58, right there.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert 3.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in. Enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check, check, 14. 14.
To the air again, gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hold on. Check, check, check. 5. 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Go, go.
Second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Gilliam. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch the out, watch the out. 58, boy, 58.
To throw is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
14. Hey, let's go. Go, ground.
Now gone. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Gilliam. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Hey, Shell.
25. Check 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilliam, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now it's gone. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go. 60 or. Blue draw Corker. Shoot. Hey, shoot. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Zipper.
Here we go.
Now.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the they thought at all that would be their last points of the game.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they'll get to stay home again.